able to adjust the sound once I get into the game.
I applied my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly. I perceived that this also was a chasing after wind. In much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
We've got a problem. I can't anchor him to the memory. Too much psychological trauma. He's rejecting the treatment, retreating.
Desmond, I need you to try and relax.
Let me try and stabilize him.
Focus. Listen to the sound of my voice. Recognize that what you're seeing isn't real. Just a picture of the past. It can't hurt you.
Damn it. It's not working.
Give it a moment, mister. He'll adjust. The first time is never easy.
We're losing him.
That's enough, Miss Stillman.
We need to pull him out. Now.
All right, Desmond. We're going to try and bring you out now.
You okay?
I told you he'd be fine.
Bastards!
Now, I just saved your life.
Saved my life? You kidnapped me. You strapped me into that thing.
Animus. It's an animus.
I don't even know you people. Why are you doing this to me?
You have information we need, Mr. Miles.
Information? I'm a bartender, for Christ's sakes. What do you want me to do? Teach you how to mix a martini?
We know who you are, what you are.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play coy with me. There isn't time. You're an assassin. And whether you realize it or not, you've got something that my employers want. Locked away in that head of yours.
But I'm not an assassin. Not anymore.
Yes, your file indicated as much. Something about an escape. Most fortunate for us.
What do you want from me?
For you to do as you're told. The Animus will allow us to locate what we need. Once we have it, you'll be free to go.
I am not going back in there.
Then we'll induce a coma and continue our work. When we're done, you'll be left to die. Truth be told, the only reason you're still conscious is because this approach saves us time.
You're insane.
So what is it, Mr. Miles? Live or die? Lie down. A wise decision.
Whoa. Where am I?
You're inside the Animus.
Which is...
It's a projector that renders genetic memories in 3 dimensions.
Genetic memory.
Seems you'll need a bit of a tutorial. Very well. We'll start simple. What is a memory, Mr. Miles?
It's the recollection of a past event.
Specific to the individual remembering the event.
Yeah, sure.
What if I told you that the human body not only housed an individual's memory, but the memories of his ancestors as well? Genetic memory, if you will. Migration, hibernation, reproduction. How do animals know when and where to go? What to do?
That's just animal instinct.
Now you're arguing semantics, Mr. Miles. Whatever you call it, the fact remains. These creatures hold knowledge absent the requisite first-hand experience. I've spent the past 30 years trying to understand why. I discovered something most fascinating. Our DNA functions as an archive. It contains not only genetic instructions passed down from previous generations, but memories as well. The memories of our ancestors.
And the Animus lets you decode and read these DNA files.
Precisely.
But there's a problem. This is the specific memory we're trying to access. Unfortunately, when we try and open the memory, your mind withdraws. You lack the confidence to step into your ancestor's body. That's what happened earlier. You got knocked out of the target memory and pushed back to a more stable state.
Why?
It's your subconscious. It's resisting. We've found similar reactions among patients who undergo hypnosis to relive traumatic events. They can't jump directly into the specific memory. They need to be eased in. Even then, there can be problems.
So how do we fix it?
We find a memory you can synchronize with, and we move forward from there. You'll get used to it. This is the closest we can get, so it's where we'll have to start. I'm uploading the tutorial program now.
Warning. Data.
Options, audio, music, balance here, about here, still be plenty loud.
Stream unstable. Attempting to restore synchronization. Hello, Subject 17. This tutorial has been prepared in order to better acclimate you to the Animus's control system. Instructions will follow shortly. The synchronization bar represents how in sync you are with your ancestors' memories. If you ever fall completely out of sync, the Animus will restore you to your last synchronized position. You are currently dangerously close to desynchronization. Please follow all forthcoming instructions in order to restore system stability. The Animus utilizes a puppeteering concept to control the actions of your ancestor. I'm loading subroutines to validate your body's adaptation to the Animus. We will begin by exploring the default actions of each input. While standing still, use the head button to observe your environment. Good. Use your empty hand to walk through these jar carriers without causing them to drop what they're holding. Proceed to the marker to continue the synchronization process. Well done. The Animus differentiates between two fundamental actions: low profile and high profile. Low profile actions are socially acceptable. High profile actions are more action-oriented. Hold the high profile button to see how your heads-up display changes the context of the puppeteering inputs. Excellent. We will continue your synchronization process by testing some high-profile actions. Grab and throw this individual onto the marker by using the empty hand button in high profile. Good. Using your legs button in high profile will allow you to sprint. Sprinting is useful to escape from soldiers or to get closer to a fleeing target. However, be careful not to bump into anyone, for you can lose your balance and tumble to the ground. While sprinting, reach the marker before this man does. Well done. The Animus will also provide other important information. The social status icon gives you information on your social status. The different states will be explained in context soon. This icon appears when a soldier is looking at you. The yellow color means the soldier is either unaware or suspicious of who you are. To illustrate the change in awareness level, you will stealth assassinate this soldier. First, lock onto your target. Now, select your hidden blade. With your blade selected, walk up to the soldier and assassinate him by using your armed hand button.
What? Who's done this? Tell me!
The dead body has alerted the soldier and changed his awareness to informed, as represented by the red witness indicator. Aggressive actions or socially unacceptable behavior undertaken at this time will likely provoke an armed response. Provoke this soldier.
Stop!
Notice how the social status icon has changed to exposed. Use the ladder and try to break the line of sight.
You're done for! Just give up! I know this city and...
Excellent. The line of sight has been broken. Now, run into the roof garden to hide from the soldier. Good. Your social status indicates that you are hidden, but the soldier is still looking for you. Wait until your social status changes again.
That's right. You do well to hide.
Well done. The soldier has lost your track. You are now anonymous, and you can exit the hide spot. Excellent. Being anonymous will fill your synchronization bar and make your job as an assassin easier. There are different places which you can use to hide. However, you must always break the line of sight first, and then use a hide spot to vanish.
You'll see the scholars in use fairly soon.
Let us continue with a demonstration of Blend. Blend can be activated with the passive use of your legs. You can mimic a scholar and pass near soldiers without arousing suspicion. Use this to reach the marker behind the soldiers.
That said, you don't want to run into one of them. It just draws more attention to yourself.
Good. Now that you are fully synced, a new ability is available to you. Referred to as Eagle Vision, this sixth sense helped your ancestor understand the intentions of people around him. Well done. Remember, Eagle Vision will only be available once you are fully synced. Please note that following the Assassin's Creed, your ancestors' way of life will assist you with staying in sync. The Creed consists of 3 tenets. First, never hurt an innocent person. Second, always be discreet. Third, do not compromise the clan. Should you lose sync, you can restore synchronization by reliving key moments of your ancestor's life, or by respecting the Creed.
Those
You
3
have
tenets are
successfully
brought up
completed
in
the tutorial.
Origins.
The most stable memory block will now be loaded.
Each of those 3 are brought up as Origins goes through.
Wait! There must be another way. This one need not die.
2 of them in the DLC.
An excellent kill. Fortune favors your blade.
Not fortune, skill. Watch a while longer and you might learn something.
Indeed. He'll teach you how to disregard everything the Masters taught us.
And how would you have done it?
I would not have drawn attention to us. I would not have taken the life of an innocent. What I would have done is follow the Creed.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Understand these words. It matters not how we complete our task, only that it's done.
But this is not the way of—
My way is better.
I will scout ahead. Try not to dishonor us further.
What is our mission? My brother would say nothing to me. Only that I should be honored to have been invited.
The Master believes the Templars have found something beneath the Temple Mount.
Treasure?
I do not know. All that matters is the Master considers it important. Else he would not have asked me to retrieve it.
There! That must be the Ark.
The Ark of the Covenant?
Don't be silly. There's no such thing. It's just a story.
Then what is it?
Quiet! Someone's coming.
I want us through this gate before sunrise. The sooner we possess it, the sooner we can turn our attention to those jackals at Masyaf.
Robert de Sable. His life is mine.
No. We were asked to retrieve the treasure and deal with Robert only if necessary.
He stands between us and it. I'd say it's necessary.
Discretion, Altair!
You mean cowardice. That man is our greatest enemy, and here we have a chance to be rid of him.
You have already broken 2 tenets of our creed. Now you would break the 3rd. Do not compromise the Brotherhood.
I am your superior, in both title and ability. You should know better than to question me.
Although if you'll note what he actually said, Robert actually said, is that they were going to Masyaf anyway, and that will be important later on. I can't switch weapons and shit.
Hold, Templars! You are not the only ones with business here.
Ah. Well, this explains my missing man. And what is it you want?
Blood.
No! Don't!
You know not the things in which you meddle, assassin. I spare you only that you may return to your master and deliver a message. The Holy Land is lost to him and his. He should flee now while he has the chance. Stay, and all of you will die. Men, to arms! Kill the assassins!
Skipping part of memory to a more recent one.
Altair, you've returned.
Raouf.
It is good to see you unharmed. I trust your mission was a success.
Is the Master in his tower?
Yes, buried in his books as always. No doubt he expects you.
My thanks, brother.
Safety and peace, Altair.
On you as well.
In accordance with the timeline, this would be the second game, but the first game that came out. It takes place after Assassin's Creed Origins in terms of historical events. But the future events of Origins takes place well after this game.
Ah, he returns at last.
Abbas.
Where are the others? Did you ride ahead hoping to be the first one back? I know you are loath to share the glory. Silence is just another form of assent.
Have you nothing better to do?
I bring word from the Master. He waits for you in the library. Best hurry. No doubt you're eager to put your tongue to his boot.
Another word and I'll put my blade to your throat.
There'll be plenty of time for that later, brother.
It is an honor.
The Master waits within.
Through these gates is the very first scene you see in this game. And you can see part of it right here. It doesn't open up until a little bit later.
Altair.
Master.
Come forward. Tell me of your mission. I trust you have recovered the Templar's treasure.
There was some trouble, Master. Robert de Sable was not alone.
When does our work ever go as expected? It's our ability to adapt that makes us who we are.
This time it was not enough.
What do you mean?
I have failed you.
The treasure?
Lost to us.
And Robert?
Escaped.
I send you, my best man, to complete a mission more important than any that has come before. And you returned to me with nothing but apologies and excuses.
I did.
Do not speak! Not another word! This is not what I expected. We'll need to mount another force.
I swear to you I'll find him. I'll go in.
No! You'll do nothing. You've done enough. Where are Melik and Kadar?
Dead.
No! Not dead.
Melik?
I still live at least.
And your brother?
Gone. Because of you!
Robert threw me from the room. There was no way back. Nothing I could do.
Because you would not heed my warning! All of this could have been avoided! And my brother would still be alive! Your arrogance nearly cost us victory today.
Nearly?
I've what your favorite failed to find. Here. Take it. Though it seems I've returned with more than just their treasure.
Master, we are under attack. Robert de Sable lays siege to Masyaf's village.
So he seeks a battle. Very well. I'll not deny him. Go. Inform the others. The fortress must be prepared. As for you, Altair, our discussion will have to wait. You must make for the village. Destroy these invaders. Drive them from our home.
It will be done.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Altair, it's good you've come. We need your help.
What's happened?
Templars. They attacked the village. Most of our people were able to get away. Most, but not all.
What do you need me to do?
Distract the Templars. Keep them occupied while I rescue those still trapped inside.
As you wish.
I kind of like the short blade over the long blade. Which I'll switch to the long blade to show how that is. With both of them, it's just a matter of preference.
Assassin! Kill him!
Break off the attack and return to Masyaf! Al-Mualim commanding!
What we just faced is a scouting party, basically, or raiding party, ahead of the main group.
Altair, come. Al-Mualim's not done with us yet.
Where are we going?
Up there. We've a surprise plan for our guests. Just do as I do. It should become clear soon enough. Stand on that platform, Altair.
Heretic! Return what you have stolen from me!
You've no claim to it, Robert. Take yourself from here before I'm forced to thin your ranks further.
You play a dangerous game!
I assure you, this is no game.
So be it! Bring forth the hostage! Your village lays in ruins, and your stores are hardly endless. How long before your fortress crumbles from within? How disciplined will your men remain when the wells run dry and their food is gone?
My men do not fear death, Robert. They welcome it, and the rewards it brings.
Good. Then they shall have it all around.
Follow me, and do so without hesitation.
Show this fool knight what it is to have no fear. Go to God!
Oh, my leg! Ah! Oh, my leg!
Quiet, or the Templars will hear us. I'll stay behind and tend to him. You'll have to go ahead without us. The ropes there will bring you to a trap we've set. Go and release it. Rain death upon our enemies.
You can still run across them in high profile too. This is suggesting to do it in low profile.
You did well to drive Robert from here. His force is broken. It shall be a long while before he troubles us again. Tell me, do you know why it is you were successful? You listened. Were it that you'd listened in Solomon's temple, Altair, all of this would have been avoided.
I did as I was asked.
No, you did as you pleased. Malik has told me of the arrogance you displayed, your disregard for our ways.
What are you doing?
There are rules. We are nothing if we do not abide by the Assassiyun's creed. 3 simple tenets, which you seem to forget. I will remind you. First and foremost, stay your blade.
From the flesh of an innocent. I know.
And stay your tongue, unless I give you leave to use it. If you are so familiar with this tenet, then why did you kill the old man inside the temple? He was innocent. He did not need to die. Your insolence knows no bounds. Make humble your heart, child,
or I swear I'll tear it from you with my own hands. The second tenet is that which gives us strength. Hide in plain sight. Let the people mask you such that you become one with the crowd. Do you remember? Because as I hear it, you chose to expose yourself, drawing attention before you'd struck. The third and final tenet, the worst of all your betrayals. Never compromise the Brotherhood. Its meaning should be obvious. Your actions must never bring harm upon us, direct or indirect. Yet your selfish act beneath Jerusalem placed us all in danger. Worse still, you brought the enemy to our home. Every man we've lost today was lost because of you. I'm sorry. Truly I am. But I cannot abide a traitor.
I am not a traitor.
Your actions indicate otherwise. And so you leave me no choice. Peace be upon you, Altair.
He's experiencing a far better adoption rate than the other subjects.
I'm still pulling him out. He's been in there way too long.
No, not yet. We're still so far from where we need to be.
We shouldn't risk it.
What's another hour or two?
Why don't we discuss this in the conference room? Give Desmond a minute to stretch his legs.
I really don't see the need.
Warren, please.
Fine.
To get into here because you can listen into what they're going to say.
I don't appreciate your questioning my authority in front of the prisoner. There's a word for that. I believe it's called insubordination.
And I don't appreciate you trying to kill him. There's a word for that too. I believe it's called stupid.
Lucy, this isn't my decision. I don't set the deadlines, but I'm smart enough not to challenge them. Do you want to wind up like Layla?
I know the accident has everyone on edge.
Which is why there's no time to coddle him.
If you push him too hard, he'll shut down, and then we'll have nothing.
We have nothing now.
But we will. You just need to have a little faith.
Fine, but I want you thinking of ways to improve his staying power. We can't afford to stop every time the man breaks a sweat. It's bad enough we have to traipse through all of these useless memories.
I'll do what I can.
Man, I can't even change my clothes.
We're done for today, Mr. Miles. I suggest you return to your room and get some rest.
There's not much else you can do at the moment. They lock you in too.
Damn it, they locked the door.
But you can get out later. To a degree.
Gotta say, that's a little creepy, Doc. Waking up to you standing over me. You been watching me sleep?
We're always watching you. Now get up. We've got a lot of work to do.
Ooh, wonder who I get to kill today.
Don't be so cavalier. Your ancestors almost had the right idea, Mr. Miles. If the deaths of a few people, evil people, no less, could save the lives of thousands more, well, it seems a small sacrifice.
What do you mean, almost?
They didn't go far enough. To use a rather tired analogy, corruption is no different than cancer. Cut out the tumors, but fail to treat the source and, well, you're buying time at best. There's no true change to be had without comprehensive, systemic intervention.
Chemo for the masses.
Education. Re-education, to be more precise. But it's not easy, and it doesn't always take.
Let me guess. You've got a better solution. What is it, then?
Now that would be telling.
When you're out of knives, refill your stock by returning to Messiah, or by picking.
I am alive. But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see. And then you slept the sleep of the dead. Of the womb. That you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassins fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner peace. It manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions. Your rank as well. You are a novice. A child once more. As you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No. Not yet, at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable. One of our own. You must find him and bring him here for questioning.
What can you tell me of the traitor?
Ah, but that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
And it'll show you all the things you've lost. But you'll get back over time.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes, yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor?
Yes. Begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
All of this is also to teach the player. You see some flags now, but there's some of them that you can't get to until later on in the game. So I'll hold off on running around to collect the flags for now. And try to collect them all at one time. At this location at least. Each of the cities has flags as well. Each of the cities are broken into 3 locations. And also the world map. World map being what connects all the cities together. You have to be more careful in other areas. Here, the guards are assassins, so they are pretty much allies. Elsewhere, it's a different story.
I know what I saw. Masoon opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Mualim.
I can't. Masoon did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
Ah, but the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the weaver. He can name Masoon's accomplice.
He's disappeared. Hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
You'll notice a lot of resources being reused. One way that you can actually think of it is the fact that what you're seeing is a representation. You're playing a game within a game. You're controlling Desmond, who is inside a virtual recreation of his ancestors' memories. And this also explains how he doesn't break his leg or such with some of the other leaps of faith that you do. With only the scriptedly face probably the ones he actually did.
Please, just one. We lost everything in the attack and have no place to store our grain.
I can't right now. I'm busy.
Is this about the letter?
What letter?
The letter you received when I got here. Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.
You'll see. Soon, all your eyes will be open to the truth. We stand upon the threshold between this world and a new one.
Like a child.
A better place where all might live as equals. But men like Al-Mualim would see this dream destroyed. I see the way you look at me. Hear the things you say. A traitor. I'm not a traitor. It's Al-Mualim who's betrayed us. Today's attack was but the first. And more will follow unless you repent. Give up your wicked ways. Rise up against the madman of Masyaf. See through his lies.
If you're patient, they'll all move to a secluded area.
You should not have done that!
More people fighting?
Enough! I yield! I yield!
Speak quickly then. I've no interest in your games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We serve the Templars. You should too. Their cause is just.
We?
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Al-Mualim who will judge.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You stand accused of betraying our Brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed.
I offer you a chance to repent, to renounce the evil in your heart.
It is not evil in my heart, but truth. I will not repent.
Then you will die. You did well, Altair, and have earned the right to carry a blade once more.
What will become of the one who helped him?
It remains to be seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
Oh, my child. We've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers, Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures the Crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
9 lives in exchange for mine.
A most generous offer, I think. Have you any questions?
Only where I need begin.
Very well. Ride for Damas. Seek out the black market merchant named Tamir. Let him be the first to fall. Be sure to visit the city's assassin bureau when you arrive. I'll dispatch a bird to inform the Rafik of your arrival. Speak with him. You'll find he has much to offer.
If you believe it best.
I do. Besides, you cannot begin your mission without his consent.
What nonsense is this? I don't need his permission. It's a waste of time.
It's the price you pay for the mistakes you've made. You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well now.
So be it.
If you notice,
take your equipment and
missing
go.
his finger.
Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
That's also answered in the Origins as well. Have the hidden blade back.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know. Perfect. The work of a master. And that, my students, is how we all should fight.
Infidel, you will die.
And this is also as helpful as well.
Perfect.
Put them on their on the ground and then take them out. I don't always get the combos right, but it requires just keeping an eye on when your sword's about to hit.
Perfect. You must be busy. I understand.
You will die here.
You must be busy. I understand. Do not merely hold your blade, become one with it.
It gets much easier once you get counters. Not only calendars, but your short blade as well. One thing to remember is running around is not necessarily socially acceptable. Like this right here. You notice what symbol that did and how it changed. Currently, it's no one's suspicious. It becomes suspicious when you get near a guard here. Although all the guards here are allies, so it makes a much bigger difference once you get out into the rest of the world. And so running around here doesn't make as much of a difference. Running around there in front of a guard will make a difference. About to change maps fairly soon.
Use throwing knives to deal with distant enemies.
This is the world map now. Basically a hub between the cities. This first tower is not so bad because basically it's in the hands of the assassins. But with the other ones you're going to have to pay attention to who's guarding the outside and perhaps silence them. Guards will throw rocks at you as well if they see you climbing. In addition to those flags, there's also Templars themselves that are around the map. And here's the map itself. There's going to be 3 towers that I'm going to be unlocking on the way to Damascus. I'll save the other towers for later. Now you're starting to get into the guards. And you see one of the major differences. That doesn't mean that they're going to attack, it just basically means they're highly suspicious of you. One reason to go to use the blend command there is so that you don't have to hear that beeping. Doing something socially unacceptable there would get them to attack you, or cause them to attack you. Then it's fight or flight, and don't be afraid to just retreat. Important to note, sometimes those jar carriers will break in on their own. Hopefully the stream health will get a little bit better in a moment. Most of this is because there's a number of guards along this road. Okay, that should mean the stream health is returned. Might take a moment to update. To get back here, right in the middle of a camp. And right ahead, you can see one of the Templars. There's about 60 of them spread across all the maps, except for Masyaf. You can tell them by the treasure chests and the shield that are always nearby. The treasure chest for sure. I think the shields are always nearby too. If you think about it, every time you synchronize around, it seems similar to Bayek's ability to see temporarily through the eyes of the birds that are nearby. Now on to Damascus. There's another one over here. Take care of them while I'm here. There's the chest. I guess the shield isn't with all of them. 2 of the 60 down. The map transition is just up ahead.
Countering a strong attack will leave your enemy vulnerable. Finish him by breaking his legs, or by throwing him.
Whoa.
أخرى بنوازي.
Down, infidel! Down, infidel!
Basic combat against 3 of them.
You'll never get away! You can't escape!
There's no reason to not take advantage of that.
Thank you, my boy. I only wish my sons were half as brave as you. I'll see to it that they hear this tale and know what it is to be a true hero.
So these scholars will help me get into this city.
You'll find everything here, my friend. There's nothing I do not have. Come, people. Come see what I have to offer. You won't believe your eyes.
And the good thing about this thing right here is you don't have to actually use your keyboard. This viewpoint will tell me where the Assassin's Bureau is.
Tired of never finding anything useful at the other
Come, people. Come see what I have to offer.
Go away. Come on, you are wise, which is why you come to me. You, sir, you look like you need something. You'll find it here, I'm sure. You are wise, which is why you come to me.
What I just did is socially unacceptable.
Ah, you found the right place.
Yeah, they're not really saying much about it.
Everything's new, you like everything perfectly.
Pray that God, glorious and exalted is He, finds favor with us, that He may grant us victory. Could I interest you in some of my wares? Thousands of lives are lost in its defense.
Climbing the ladder is more socially acceptable
But I
than what I
say,
just did.
this is an honor to die in service to God. Fighting for what
I'll
we
have
believe
your
in.
hand for that!
There is no
Let go
greater
of me, I've done
glory than
nothing
this.
wrong.
Thief! You are filth!
For this first part, there's not that many guards up here.
And Jerusalem.
I don't think there's.
But recent
There might be
business had
one or
been
two.
poor. It seemed there were none in
But that
Jerusalem who
changes in
wanted
time.
what he
Cost
had.
you your life.
Fruits and vegetables from nearby
Die,
farms.
thieves! You dare steal in my presence?
Altair, it is good to see you, and in one piece.
You as well, friend.
I am sorry for your troubles.
Think nothing of it.
A few of your brothers were here earlier, in fact. Oof, if you'd heard the things they said, I'm certain you'd have slain them where they stood.
It's quite all right.
Yes, you've never been one for the creed, have you?
Is that all?
I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget myself. What business brings you to the Mass?
A man named Tamir. Al-Mualim takes issue with the work he does. I meant to end it. Now tell me where to find him.
Surely you remember how to track an enemy.
Of course. Learn where he will be and when. But that sort of work is best left for... I understand.
Go and search the city, determine what he's planning and where he works. Preparation makes the victor.
What can you tell me of him?
Tamir makes his living as a black market merchant, so the Souk district should be your destination. I would suggest you seek out the following places. A small souk northeast of here, the madrasa to our east, and in the gardens north of this bureau. Focus on these places and he should become well known to you.
I assume you want me to return to you when this is done.
Yes. Come back to me. I'll give you Al-Mualim's marker and you'll give us Tamir's life.
As you wish.
Remember, Altair, if you find yourself in trouble and the city turned against you, return to the bureau. I can shelter you from the storm. Be warned though, if your enemies are too close, my door will remain closed until you've lost them. Do you understand?
Yes. To bring the enemy inside would compromise the Brotherhood.
Very well. Off you go.
Die, thieves! Die, thieves!
There is a safe citizen nearby. I'll just... Actually, there's a couple nearby.
So Tamir left, riding north and wondering what would become of his supplies. For soon, they would surely spoil. That should have been the end of this tale and the poor man's life. But fate intended otherwise. None know the man better than I. Come close. Hear the tale I have to tell of a merchant prince without peer. It was just before Hatib. The Saracens were low on food and in desperate need of resupply, but there was no relief in sight. Amir gave the man his food. And when the battle was finished, the Saracen leader saw to it that the merchant was repaid 1,000 times. Tamir drove a caravan in those days between Damas and Jerusalem. But recent business had been poor. It seemed there were none in Jerusalem who wanted what he had, fruits and vegetables from nearby farms. Some say, were it not for Tamir, Salah ad-Din's men would have surely turned on him. Could be we won the battle because of that man.
Propaganda.
bother someone else.
You want something?
I'll teach you to pick a pipe.
You seem to know quite a bit about Tamir. Tell me what he's planning.
I know only the stories I tell, nothing more.
A pity. There's no reason to let you live if you've nothing to offer in return.
Wait, wait! There is one thing.
Continue.
He is preoccupied as of late. He oversees the production of many, many weapons.
What of it? They're meant for Salah ad-Din. This does not help me, which means it does not help you.
No, stop, listen! Not Salah ad-Din. They're for someone else. The crests these arms bear, they are different, unfamiliar. It seems Tamir supports another, but I know not who.
Is that all?
Yes, yes. I've told you everything I know.
Then it's time for you to rest.
Either the Templar or Richard Lionheart.
Die, thief!
Won't anyone help me?
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that! Die, thief! No reason to stand
What's wrong? Tell me, please.
ردوها علي.
Good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me.
Oh no, what happened?
That's one of them. The vigilantes will help you escape if needed. Plus they'll grab onto opponents. Which can be helpful in the fight too. I think they take more of an active role in later games.
Please, you're hurting me.
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that! Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
That hurts! Stop it, please!
Hey! You look familiar!
اغرب عن وجهي.
Filthy head!
Infidel! You can die here!
I will catch you! You won't get away from me!
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
Oh, tragic.
Show yourself.
the Christian king and his army of infidels. They go against the will of God and must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence? Madness? We must resist. We must fight them in any way we can. Be wary, friends. The Shaitan is everywhere. Watching, waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong. Strong like Saladin. And take up arms against our enemies. In whatever way you Brave be Saladin! He has found the strength to stand in defense.
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
Come see what I have to offer.
Thief! You are filth!
Why are you doing
You
this?
need something?
Tamahal.
Infidel! You cannot run forever! You can hide from me!
Good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me.
How? What happened?
Safety and peace, Altair. I trust you're looking for information to aid you in your strike against Tamir. I fear I've nothing to offer. But Bahir might. He shouldn't be too far from here.
What is that man thinking?
You, sir. You look like you need something. You'll find it here.
I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem.
So they've sent you, eh? An interesting choice, though not my place to judge. The Rafik has asked me to observe the souk that Tamir calls home. Here's what I have learned. There's a group of troublemakers who gather around its southeastern exit. They and the guards do not get along. Find a way to earn their friendship, and they'll surely be of service to you.
Make no mistake, it is our very
And that's tied with these people that you save.
The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist.
The various vigilantes that you gain access to by saving people.
South comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Saladin rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged.
like that in a custom.
I'm telling you, it's rats.
No, it's children. I hear them laughing.
Rats or children. Either way, it's bad for business. All that noise!
Someone needs to get up on those beams and clear them out.
I wonder how they're getting up there.
Must be through the central courtyard.
Then we should ask the guard to have a look.
Ah, they're all much too busy polishing the backside of their master.
He'll do that every now and then. And I guess you could use it as a physical cue that you're doing a gentle push if you didn't already have.
Dirty thief, I'll have your hand for that!
You want something?
Please, someone do something!
You dare
Action
steal my...
Help me!
That will
Wait.
cost you your life! Infidel! Infidel! I'll take you down!
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
I like that in a custom.
You won't get away from me! I will catch you! You hide like a rat! Stop running! You cannot escape!
Fortunately, I'm far enough up that I won't get hit by rocks. I'm waiting until the blue symbol.
I got better feet.
Yeah, there we go.
Dirty thief, I'll have your hand for that!
Please, help me!
You've something to say?
Please,
Have your down, infidel!
Let me show you everything I have.
Good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me. I owe you my freedoms. How could this have happened?
Hit to the infidel!
Your life is now!
I should not have got you before!
You won't get away from me!
Some of these areas can have a lot of ads.
Guards! Come quickly, he just killed someone!
Think about 4 ads, 4 or 5.
You show yourself.
Oh, how terrible.
Die, infidel!
One option is to throw him off the tower in that broken area right there that you can see. They'll fly over. Escort mission coming up.
Altair! I need your help. I took something from one of Tamir's men, and now they're after me. Please, see me to safety, and I'll share it with you.
Oh, how terrible. God Almighty. Where is the one responsible? For today only. Oh! You reduce prices on everything. Come, come. Come, people. Down, come see what I have to offer. Who did this? Yes, come, come. Let me show you everything I have. For today only, I've decided to reduce prices on everything. Come!
We are safe now. I can manage on my own from here. Take this. Hopefully it will aid you in your mission. Seems to be an invitation of sorts.
Die, please!
Please, someone do something!
Go away.
I'll get your head!
Glad you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me.
The interesting thing is that a number of the ones I've taken out are not dead. That one's moving around still. He's injured, but not dead.
We must push back.
What do you want?
South comes the English king and his infidel army.
That was an accident.
Go away. Saladin rides to meet him. that these barbarous
I drew a little bit of attention to myself.
Pray that God, glorious and exalted is He, finds favor with us, that He may grant us victory.
What is he doing?
The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor, to die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. The Christian king and his army of infidels. They go against the will of God.
The king that they're referring to is Richard de Lionheart.
Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake.
Not Robert.
Come, have a look. You won't be disappointed. You seem to know exactly what you want. I like that in a customer. Something caught your eye?
Something needs to be done. It's only a matter of time before someone else discovers it.
Tell him then, it's in his best interest to keep the souk secure.
He won't meet with me. Too busy with this new deal of his.
And the guards?
Tried already. They won't lift a finger unless the order comes from him.
Then what will you do?
I'll go to Albulnukut.
The merchant king? He won't see you.
He doesn't have to. I've written him a letter that explains the problem. He can read it and decide for himself.
I'll have your hand for that! You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
Somebody help me!
Thief! You are filth! Thief! You are filth! Die, thief! Thief! You are filth! Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
Help! Please help!
Dirty
something to
thief.
say.
I'll have your hand for that!
Help me!
Ruddoha alay!
Infidel! Infidel! You will not get away from me!
Thank God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Hello, friend. If you need help, you know where to find me.
And there is a Templar right there.
Something caught your eye? Ah, you come to the right place. There's no better merchant than I.
You dare steal my presents? That will cost you your life!
Please, help me!
You dare steal my presents? That will cost you your life!
You look boy, infidel!
Your life ends now.
Give up! You've nowhere to run!
Something caught your eye.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
You are wise indeed, which is why you've come to me. Like what you see?
Come. Let me show you everything I have.
You, sir, you look like you need something.
Come on,
You'll
come
find
on.
it here. I'm
I've
sure
much
of
to
it.
sell.
Tired of never finding anything useful at the other merchant stalls? That won't happen here.
Do you understand? Yes. I am to deliver the letter to your merchant friend.
And you know who to see?
The same man as always.
Do not think to betray my presence in this city. We have many eyes, many ears.
And many arms, yes. Good for silencing those who say too much. I know this well. You have my word.
Good. Then be quick about it. Time is short.
Your presence annoys me. You sir,
Hey, turn around.
You'll see what you come
I didn't quite expect him to turn around like that.
I'll chase you down!
You won't believe your eyes. You are wise, which is why you've come to me.
I am at your service. Listen here, please. I've done nothing wrong. Why
You've
are
something
you
to
doing
say?
this? Stop this, please. You're hurting.
Pay
for your sins. I'll have your head.
Sometimes there's a delay, and sometimes they go in and out of combat a little bit too easy.
Still can. You won't get away from me.
Is not the last of them? I hope so. Still, best not to take any chances. I'll hurry home. Don't think I'll leave it again anytime soon, either. You've done me a kindness, young man. Be assured, I won't forget it. It's an ear over.
What's this? You need. I'm sure of it. Take a look. You are not right.
If there's anything I can help you with, anything at all, do not...
Want a bargain? I'm your man. Come, come.
Now attempt number 2.
For today only, I've decided to reduce prices on everything. Come, come.
Tired of never finding anything
I have
useful at
exactly
the other
what you
merchant
need.
stalls? That won't happen here. You, sir, you look like you need something. You'll find it here.
I am sure at your service. I better item anywhere else. I swear it. Anything you like?
You don't necessarily have to do all of these, but it's in your best interest to do so.
I am at your service. I have exactly what you need. Anything you like? against the
You
will
are
of
wise,
God, and
which
must
is why
be made
you
to
come to
pay.
me.
Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what?
Today only, I've decided to reduce prices on everything.
As you see, if
I'll
you're
have your hand
careful,
for that.
you can still
Die,
jog.
thief!
What is it?
Samahad.
Die! It's belongs to the infidels! You can't escape! I'll get you! I'll find you! Yeah!
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Who saw what happened? You, sir, you look like you need something. You'll find it here, and sure enough. Come, have a look. You won't be disappointed.
Thought he would have grabbed onto that bar.
So we murder nearby.
Sometimes it is won't climb
Where is the
properly.
one responsible?
There we go. Finally climbed up.
The Shaitan is everywhere, watching, waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong, strong like Salahadin, and take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can.
Help me!
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
Why are you doing this to me?
Has he lost his mind?
Wrong.
What do you want? Die, thief!
Let go!
ردوها علي.
You will die here!
Leave me be!
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor to die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take...
He's going to cause trouble.
Die, thief!
Missed one.
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life! You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life! Die, thief!
Make room.
You are filth!
You're hurting me!
I'll risk your life now.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
God Almighty.
I wish it didn't take control of the camera and twist it around like that. Because it makes it a little bit harder to get away after you just did that.
Altair, welcome, welcome.
I've done what you asked. Now give me the marker.
First things first. Tell me what you know.
Tamir rules over the Souk El Salah. He makes his fortune selling arms and armor and is supported by many in this endeavor. Blacksmiths, traders, financiers. He's the largest death dealer in the land.
And have you devised a way to rid us of this blight?
A meeting is being arranged at Souk El Salah to discuss an important sale. They say it's the largest deal Tamir has ever made. He'll be distracted with his work. That's when I'll strike.
Your plan seems solid enough. I give you leave to go. Let Al-Mualim's will be done. You may rest here until you are ready.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
That was a bit weird.
And thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor to die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in.
There's the souk, I believe.
You ever see someone do that before?
I have my
good day, my friend. We'll show you anything I can help you with. Anything at all. Dude, you want it? I've got it. Come on!
Just a few coins, please. My family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? Food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you.
And you have no money to give them anyway.
A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
Just have a look.
I have no interest in your calculations. The numbers change nothing. Your men have failed to fill the order, which means I have failed my client.
We need more time.
This is the excuse of a lazy or incompetent man. Which are you?
Neither.
What I see says otherwise. Now, tell me, what do you intend to do to solve this problem of ours? These weapons are needed now.
I see no solution. The men work day and night, but your client requires so much, and the destination. It is a difficult route.
Would that you could produce weapons with the same skill as you produce excuses.
I have done all I can.
It is not enough.
Then perhaps you ask too much.
Too much? I gave you everything. Without me, you would still be charming serpents for coin. All I asked in return was you fill the orders I bring you, and you say I asked too much? You dare disrespect me?
Peace, Tamir. I meant no insult.
Then you should have kept your mouth shut!
No! Stop!
Stop? I'm just getting started.
No! Stop! No!
You came into my souk, stood before my men, and dared to insult me? Must learn your face! No. Leave the body. Let this be a lesson to the rest of you. Think twice before you tell me something cannot be done. Now get back to work.
I beg of you, just a few coins, please. No, please don't leave. Just a few coins, please. I beg of you. I beg of you, just a few coins, please.
I've got what you need. I'm sure
I
of anything.
I could have approached the others. Every now and then your character just puts out their weapon for some strange reason.
Be at peace.
You'll pay for this. You and all your kind.
It seems you're the one pays now, my friend. You'll not profit from suffering any longer.
You think me some petty death dealer, suckling at the breast of war? A strange target, don't you think? Why me, when so many others do the same?
You believe yourself different, then?
Oh, but I am. For I serve a far nobler cause than mere profit. Just like my brothers.
Brothers?
Ah, but he thinks I act alone. I am but a piece. A man with a part to play. You'll come to know the others soon enough. They won't take kindly to what you've done.
Good. I look forward to ending their lives as well.
Such pride. It will destroy you, child.
Don't shoot him! Don't let him escape!
Some of them are more,
I've done nothing to deserve it!
sympathetic
Not
than
here.
others.
Let's look somewhere else.
If they see me, they'll go on alert again. The only way to escape this one is to return to the Bureau.
Could I interest you in keep a sharp lookout?
One of the few guards on the roof in this area.
I've anything anyone could possibly need. Get him! You're a dead man. Stay on him! Where is he?
That was a rock hitting me.
Word has reached me of your victory, Altair. You have my gratitude and my respect.
Thank you.
It is a shame that the other assassins continue to hold you in such poor regard.
Rafik, I do not care what the others think of me.
As you wish, Altair. You should bring news of your victory to Al-Mualim. I'm certain he has more work for you to do.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Out of the machine, Mr. Miles?
What's the matter, Doc?
Miss Stillman is once again insisting I let you rest.
So, feel like telling me who put the stick up his ass?
We have a deadline. 1 week. Well, 6 days now.
Deadline?
I can't talk about it.
Man, put yourself in my shoes. I'm being held hostage by a group of scientists. At least I think you're scientists. And forced to spend all day in some crazy-ass machine. You won't tell me what you're looking for or why you want it, but I'm supposed to be thanking you for keeping me alive. This is so fucked. Sorry, but it is.
What do you want me to do?
Let's see. I don't know. Maybe give me some answers?
I can't. And it's better this way. Safer.
Safer for who?
Both of us.
Hey, you know what? I've got a question I think you can actually answer.
What's up?
Why is it that sometimes the guys in there talk like they're from the future?
The future?
Yeah, I mean the present. Now, today, whatever.
You've probably noticed that English has become the official language of the Holy Land.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The Animus is translating speech it deems vital into more modern English, so expect a few anachronisms. I could probably make it more authentic, but... You ever read Chaucer?
Who?
Yeah, definitely not for you.
Can you tell me more about Abstergo? What goes on here? Beyond the whole keeping me prisoner thing.
Abstergo is one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world. Their primary focus is antidepressants. There's some information on the computer over there.
But you already said this isn't about testing a drug. So what's the deal?
I don't like where this is going.
So it's safe to assume the Animus is not a part of their public face.
What, you haven't seen the commercials?
Oh my god. She has a sense of humor.
I'm sorry, Desmond. I've got a lot of work to do. Like I said, if you want to know more about the company, take a look at the computer. The telecommunications stuff is particularly interesting. Aren't you tired?
Yeah, it's probably exhausted her conversation. That is useful information about his pen. And I think that is what she wanted to point you towards.
Let's go, Mr. Miles. Time's wasting.
Where's Lucy?
Oh, don't worry. She'll be with us soon enough.
So why are you doing all this, Doc? What are you hoping to accomplish?
You turned the television on lately? Read the newspaper?
Never cared much for that stuff.
Then, let me sum it up for you. The world's a mess. It's pathetic, really. You've seen it firsthand yourself. 1,000 years between you and your ancestor, and society remains just as barbaric, just as stupid.
And your point is?
Order, Mr. Miles. The world needs order. That is what we're working towards, and that is what you're helping us to achieve.
You expect me to believe you're building a better tomorrow?
That's exactly what we're doing. The human race calls out for direction. They want to know why they're here, what they're meant to do. Well, we're going to tell them. And once they understand how to live their lives, everything will be better.
Better how?
An end to all conflicts, large and small. Isn't that what you assassins strive for? Peace in all things?
I told you, I'm not an assassin.
Right, right.
I still don't see where I fit into things.
In time, Mr. Miles. In time, you'll understand. Or you won't. I don't care either way, as long as you show us where it is.
Where what is?
Sorry I'm late. Ready to go?
Yes, we are.
He's starting to go and be able to stay in the Animus longer.
Use the scholars you have rescued to pass unnoticed into guarded areas.
You've done well, Altair. And I'm confident that this is but the first of many successes.
Tamir spoke as if he knew you well. He implied my work had a larger meaning.
Significance comes not from a single act, but the context within which it is performed. The consequences born of it.
Then is there more I need to know?
Altair, your greatest failure was born of knowing too much. If I choose to withhold information, it is only to ensure you do not make the same mistake a second time.
I see.
No, you don't. And it will remain this way until you've learned your lesson. Still, you have performed competently, and as such I restore a rank and will return a piece of your equipment. Go now, either to Acre or Jerusalem. There are men in both cities who require your attention. The Bureau leaders can tell you more about what needs to be done.
And now counter. I'd kind of like the short blade a bit more than I do the other. I'll wait a little bit longer before I do the flags in this area.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know. Perfect. The work of a master. And that, my students, is how we all should fight. You must be busy. I understand.
It takes time.
Preparation is crucial to your success. Clear the area of...
Alright, next is Jerusalem and Acre or Acre. I always get the mispronunciation of this one wrong.
Yeah! Yeah!
With this one, you can choose which one you go after first. You can do either one.
Whoa.
Oh my, he should have been watching where he was going.
Yeah!
Unlike other games, these flags won't appear on the map. So I'm holding off on collecting a few of them until I get a few skills back. Particularly the ledge grab.
Kime boyun eğmek istiyor? Gel buraya.
So,
Kime
fight against the Templar. A bit tougher than the other opponents. And also goes on the offensive before the others would have. One of the reasons I'm holding off is simply from the fact that sometimes it's easier to collect them all at once, especially if they're not going to show up on the map. I guess sometimes it's easy to forget where you've collected some of the flags and where you have not. And they really are spread out. around the map. So if you haven't been to a certain area, that's probably where the flag you're missing is. Otherwise, you pretty much would have to check the entire map, and that probably is what's going to be slightly required.
Someone should die. Yeah! Kill him!
If I hurry, I can get up this tower. Okay, I'm high enough up, I should be hit by rocks. And I'm fine now.
Kill him! What? You'll never get away!
Yeah, it was an accident.
You're mine! Come back here!
Oh, there's a... Too late to stop me. A couple archers around. Oh, that was not intended.
Use the action view to gather information about
That shaft was just enough to knock me off. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more.
Someone needs... Ah!
see there's a lot of guards. Not just guards, but soldiers around.
Use the scholars you have rescued to pass unnoticed into guarded areas.
Now, Jerusalem.
Good sir, I'm just an old man. Please be careful.
Please, be more careful.
There's what I was looking for.
You follow a false god.
Please, I've done nothing wrong. Why are you doing this?
Bit more.
Make me I need help! Please, anyone!
Oh, infidel! You will die here!
Ha!
Thank you, my boy. I only wish my sons were half as brave as you. I'll see to it that they hear this tale and know what it is to be a true hero.
Dark days indeed.
These are troubled times in which we live. Food is scarce, money tight, but it need not be this way. There are opportunities for those with the courage to seize them. You need no longer go without. Any man willing to work can have his due. Come, speak with me. Let me tell you what Talal can offer. The comforts of a fine life can be yours. Talal understands your pain. What you lack, he will provide. All that is asked is an honest day's work. A small sacrifice for great rewards. Who knows what the future holds? What tragedies tomorrow may bring? Defend against an uncertain future. Protect the ones you love. Work hard, and you will be rewarded. Talal provides. Talal understands your pain. What you lack, he will
You can see
provide.
more guards
All
on the
that is
roof.
asked is an honest day's work. A small sacrifice for great reward. You need no longer go without. Any man willing to work can have his due.
Come, speak with me. Let me tell you what Talal can offer. The comforts of a fine life can be yours.
I'm so hungry.
Do anything.
Just a little money, I beg of you.
You there, get you! Come, come, see what I've to offer.
Comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake.
Since it's along the way.
You are rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged.
Your life ends now. Yes. Uhrab al-West.
Finds favor with us. May grant us victory.
How could we have lost him?
There! Keep up with him! Don't let him get away! And thousands of lives are lost in its defense. He brings tragedy. What I say, this is an honor. There is no break. Shaitan is everywhere, watching, waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong, strong like Salahadin, and take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must do our best.
Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
Since this one is pretty close.
Who saw what happened here?
What happened to this poor soul?
Stop! You must not trespass here.
Show yourself. Be wary, friends. The Shaitan is everywhere. Watching, waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong, strong like Salahadin, and take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can. I'll have your hand. Praise be Salahadin. He has found the strength to stand in defense.
Safety and peace, Malik.
Your presence here deprives me of both. What do you want?
Al-Muallim has asked.
Asked that you perform some menial task in an effort to redeem yourself. So be out with it.
Tell me what you can about the one they call Talal.
It is your duty to locate and assassinate the man, Altair, not mine.
You'd do well to assist me. His death benefits the entire land.
Do you deny his death benefits you as well?
Such things do not concern you.
Your actions very much concern me.
Then don't help me. I'll find him myself.
Wait, wait. It won't do having you stumble about the city like a blind man. Better you know where to begin your search.
I'm listening.
I could think of 3 places. South of here in the markets that line the border between the Muslim and Jewish districts. To the north near the mosque of this district, and east in front of St. Anne's Church, close to the Babariha Gate.
Is that everything?
It's enough to get you started, and more than you deserve.
lost an arm from it.
The fires of war consumed the land, and thousands of lives
You
are
dare
lost
steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
But I say, this is an honor.
Please, someone
to die in service to God. Fighting for what we
Thief! You are filth!
I did not mean to drop like that.
Die, thief!
What's he doing that for?
Die, thief! Yes, come. Let me show you everything I have.
Please, help me!
What is it?
3 of them.
Please,
Pay for your sins! Infidel, you will die here!
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
Who could have done such a thing?
You've no reason to be out here, old man.
You're nothing. God has forsaken you.
Foolish old man.
Stop this, please! You're hurting me!
We
Help! I need help! Please, anyone!
I'll have you die, infidel!
That won't happen here!
This is
Thank you, my boy. I only wish my sons were half as brave as you.
done this? Tell me!
I'll see to it that they hear this tale and know what it is to be a true hero.
Has he lost his mind?
If the guard won't take action, it falls to us to do something.
What you propose is madness.
But necessary. How many more will we allow to go missing before the people take a stand?
It does not affect us.
Not yet. But if we continue to do nothing, it will.
And what do you propose?
I've watched the man. Learned everything there is to know about his operation. It's all here on a map I've made. He inspects his stock every day at the same time. This is when I'll strike.
So you have a piece of paper. It won't save you when you're discovered. Won't shield you from their swords and arrows.
If all goes well, it won't come to that. Anyway, it's a risk I'll have to take. Wish me luck, my friend.
Indeed. You'll need it.
I'll take the risk instead of him.
Why would anyone do that?
Please, sir, have any money? My family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins?
You want something? هل تريد قول شيء ما؟ What do you want? Move. Go away.
I'm not gonna be able to get through a
Go away.
fight. Just have to go around them. Or above them.
My good people, your search has come to an end. I've anything anyone can want.
Jordan! All right, where are you?
Thief! You are filth!
Help me! Somebody help me!
لص حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك. You
Why
are
are you
filth.
doing this? What have I done?
لص حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك. Your presence.
Sama.
Infidel die!
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
Who could have done such a thing?
Not find better items anywhere else, I swear it. I've got what you need, I'm sure of it. Take a look.
You've something to say? Teach your heresy out.
There's really no way to get past these ones.
Throw away.
There's nowhere to run, old man.
You're
Pay for your sins.
I'll take you down. إذا أردت الأمر على ذلك. You will not get away from me. You cannot run. May God have mercy on your soul. لن تهرب.
The other one surrendered.
Did he just run into that person? He should stop acting like a child.
Yeah, I can't jump up there. Sometimes the controls are not that precise.
such a strange man.
Climb. Darn it! And he does strange things like that too. Why you let go, I don't know. Okay, so that's about as much as I can stream for the moment. I'll be continuing on, and next time I stream Assassin's Creed, I'll still be in Jerusalem, opening up these areas and doing all these side missions and missions to get ready for the assassination. So, thank you for watching, and that is it.